Now the parties might be defending and criticizing the errant guru at the same time, but one surely knows that Dalits have been terribly pained by Baba Ramdev's derogatory remarks. From chappal seve to organizing cremations for the Baba, they have done everything to vent out their anger against Baba Ramdev. But today, the angry protesters went a step further. Not just Babaji ka tullu, protest arsons in Karnataka. Belagavi. It was a total bandh called in the region of Belagavi by the Dalit organizations. The bus services were stalled and the shutters of the shops remained down throughout the day. There was heavy police bandobast in the region to maintain law and order in case of emergencies. Gulbarga. In Gulbarga, the Congress party workers had called for protests against Baba Ramdev. In front of the district office, the protesters beat Baba Ramdev's posters with chappals and also set them ablaze. After venting out their anger, they also demanded the arrest of Baba Ramdev. Gadag. In Gadag, the members of the Dalit organizations beat drums and raised their voices against the controversial Baba. From the municipality office, they went on a procession. All along, they demanded the arrest of the Yoga Guru. This group also visited the Tehsildar's office and submitted a petition seeking immediate arrest of Baba Ramdev. Mysore. In the city of Mysore, the protesters resorted to some creative stuff. One amongst them dressed up as Baba Ramdev in clutches, indicating it was high time for Baba's arrest. The protesters cum supporters of Siddaramaiah, just like other protesters, demanded the arrest of Baba Ramdev. Well, Baba Ramdev is likely to be arrested as the law hands out high penalties for practicing or preaching untouchability. Not just that, after defying the Election Commission's orders, looks like the Baba has very little time before he is put behind bars. A News9 report.
Telangana is all set for historic elections to the Assembly and the Lok Sabha tomorrow. The politically significant polls also comes at a time when the region is on the threshold of becoming India's newly born state. The Election Commission is, however, conducting the elections in the region as part of a unified Andhra Pradesh, as the bifurcation deadline is still far away.
Even as Telangana folks and politicos would go into the polls in a euphoric mood, the Election Commission has made elaborate arrangements to carry out the mammoth polling exercise in a free and fair manner. The region fell silent last evening at the end of a fierce campaigning spell that saw all the major political stakeholders canvassing hard across the 10 Telangana districts. As the countdown begins for the Telangana electorate to give their landmark verdict, authorities were seen fine-tuning the extensive arrangements made in all polling stations and booths. The polling will typically commence at 7 in the morning and come to a tiring finish at 6 p.m. A total of 2,81,74,055 voters are expected to exercise their franchisee. Of these, male voters account for 1,37,81,276, while there are 1,43,82,661 female voters besides 2,329 more categorized as other voters. The Election Commission has set up 30,518 polling centers to ensure a hassle-free polling across the region, keeping in with its recent tradition aimed at preempting vote rigging and other polling-related malpractices. The poll watchdog has made arrangements for live webcasting of the exercise at 17,000 polling centers. Projectors with giant screens were also installed in all mandal headquarters, major towns and big villages. The polling can be watched live in these places for a close monitoring of the proceedings. The Andhra Pradesh police also chipped in with its own resources to help the Election Commission carry out one of the biggest electoral rituals. More than 1.4 lakh policemen and special forces have been deployed in the 10 districts going to polls tomorrow. In Hyderabad alone, about 20,000 policemen will keep a close watch at the polling centers and other sensitive areas. Among the external forces, the State Police Department are using 37 companies of the Central Security Forces. Among 8 companies of the Andhra Pradesh Special Police are also being pressed into the poll duty. There will be other civilian volunteers like those from the NSS helping the police in their task. Keeping in view the Wednesday polling, sale of liquor has been banned since Monday evening and the prohibitory orders will be enforced till May 1st. The liquor ban is being strictly enforced in all retail outlets, bars, five-star hotels and various clubs. The 2014 general elections would mean enormous significance, both political and historical, for Telangana. A 60-year-old demand for a separate statehood had been a decade-long movement finally bore fruit when the Congress-led UPA ensured the passage of the Telangana bill in Parliament in March. The region is now waiting in the wings to officially become the 29th state of the country before June 2nd. The voters will seal the fate of candidates in 119 Assembly and 17 Lok Sabha seats tomorrow. In all, 1,934 candidates are in the fray and 1,669 of them being in contention for the Assembly seats. Any political outfit or coalition of parties reaching the magic figure of 60 seats will be able to form the government in the soon-to-be formed state. Durga Prasad for News 9, Hyderabad.
Major states in the country are going to the polls tomorrow, and one of them is Gujarat, which will vote amidst a heatwave warning.
BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate state is going to the polls tomorrow, and all preparations have been put in place to make sure it's a smooth affair. Polling for the 26th Lok Sabha seats will start at 7 a.m. and go on till 6 p.m. A total of 334 candidates are contesting the seats, in addition to the 78 candidates who will fight it out for the Assembly by-elections. 4.05 crore people are eligible to cast their votes tomorrow. A whopping 1.24 lakh EVMs will be pressed into service in 45,380 polling booths. 23% of the total polling booths have been categorized as sensitive or vulnerable. To make sure voting is peaceful, the Election Commission has deployed over 1 lakh security personnel, with nearly 8,000 security personnel deployed in Ahmedabad alone. In the capital city, the police have set up 500 mobile units with armed personnel to react to any eventuality. The police also have a third eye in the sky, with the Ahmedabad police using 2 drones with high-resolution cameras for surveillance and reconnaissance in the city. These drones, which have been used in the past few days, have been used to survey sensitive areas to see if stones or other materials that can be used as missiles have been stored on rooftops. The drones will also be used for coordination of VIP movements.
This year we have also put in 2 Netra in operation. Netras are basically those small drones with CCTV cameras, and they fly at a height of say about 200 to 300 meters, and they take an aerial view of an area. So tomorrow, while the elections are going on, while the polling is going on, these would be covering the city of Ahmedabad, and you could see the images on your laptop wherever you want to see these images. So we shall be using these Netras.
The heat wave predicted for Wednesday. Yes, the State Met Department has predicted a heat wave for the state on Tuesday and Wednesday. Ahmedabad recorded a temperature of 43.2 degrees Celsius, while Disa has recorded 44.6 degrees Celsius. This has got many officials and political parties worried that voting percentage in the state will be severely affected.
अप्रैल एंड मई में ये पीक समर होता है, जिसमें मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर जो इम्पोर्टेंट पैरामीटर है इस टाइम में वो शूट अप हो जाता है. ऑलमोस्ट मेनी प्लेसेस में 40 डिग्री के ऊपर है. जो हीट वेव हमने फोरकास्ट दिया था वो रियलाइज्ड हो गया ऑलरेडी. नेक्स्ट 2 डेज में ऐसे सिचुएशन रहेगा, टेम्परेचर 40 प्लस के ऊपर.
Gujarat witnessed an abysmal voting percentage in the 2009 elections. Political parties are hoping that people will come out and vote early in the morning or late in the evening, and the Election Commission's extending timing will help the polling percentage.
The political parties have finished their campaigning and the Election Commission has made all the preparation. Now it will be interesting to see if the people of Gujarat will manage to beat the heat and come out and vote in large numbers tomorrow. With camera person Murthy, Harish Upadhyaya, News 9, Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
The J&K Chief Minister's rally witnessed high drama today. The State's Minister for Higher Education slapped a youngster for trying to attract Omar's attention during the rally. Here's more.
High drama at Omar's rally. 1 slap, 2, 3, 4. God alone knows how many slaps this youngster received today at Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah's rally. He was thrashed badly by the Higher Education Minister Mohammad Akbar Lone. But who is this youngster and what was his fault? Well, this youngster is Mohammad Amin, an unemployed youth along with his two brothers came to Omar Abdullah's rally to speak about the apathy of the officials who had failed to sanction loans. As Omar Abdullah was speaking, he waved his hand and tried to attract the Chief Minister. As Amin yelled and in desperation he happened to cross the concertina wire, immediately the security personnel jumped into action and tried to stop Amin. However, they retreated after the three NC leaders Mohammad Akbar Lone, Junaid Azam Matu and Javed Ahmad Dar came down from the stage and took Amin to task. Not just that, in a fit of rage, NC leaders caught hold of Amin while Mohammad Akbar Lone slapped him and tossed his documents in the air. The minister, who is known to lose his temper, continued to slap the youth until he was forced out of the rally. Now this incident attracted the attention of media persons present there who followed the youth. After all his hopes crushed by Omar's minister, this is what he had to say. We completed every formality and a loan had also been sanctioned in our favor. But till date, we have not received the sanctioned loan. We repeatedly brought the issue to the notice of the government, but no one has given heed to our pleas. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister of the state, who was watching the whole incident, had this to say. Look at the media. They're always after something which could create sensation. It's quite absurd. Instead of stopping his irked ministers, Omar Abdullah only managed to take a dig at the media. What was the youngster's fault, Mr. Abdullah? All he did was scream, Omar Sahab, Meri Baat Suno. Was this kind of humiliation required for that appeal? A News 9 report.